Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team, making the watch list video for Tuesday, April 17th. I just want to pull up here the futures, show you what's happening, give you an overall idea what's going on in the market. As you can see, this is the futures chart, and you can see it's kind of building like this ascending kind of wedge or ascending triangle here, kind of a flat top that's been kind of forming, and you'll see as of today, it's touching off of the 50 SMA, that purple line. So this is a potentially good sign for potentially more movement up to potentially break out. Got to watch and see. You can see this is kind of like a double bottom as well. But price has to get above this 50 SMA, then break 2,700, and then obviously you got this resistance area over here. But got to watch and see. So, there's some signs of life, potential encouragement, but not out of the woods by any means. You can see kind of this ascending triangle, price starting to break above it here, kind of retested. So now we got to see, is it going to break out and continue upwards, or is it going to fail? Again, got to watch and see. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Ever famous Bitcoin that a lot of people love. You'll see one big major descending triangle, price moving up. You can see this was a double top. The neckline was over here. And there was another neckline down here. Price is now moving up. It's struggling at this neckline. Still has this one up over here on 9,400. And as of right now, it's kind of rejecting below the 50 SMA. So it's got to break above this 50 SMA. Price needs to start moving upwards. And then it's got all of this overhead resistance. So lots of lots of hurdles to potentially overcome. Take a look at gold futures. It's kind of building this major kind of ascending kind of triangle. At some point, it's building where it might want to break out. It's got that upper 1370s level. You can kind of see many tests of 1360s to 1370s. Still kind of moving upwards. Got to watch and see what happens with that. Again, it's building higher lows, kind of building like this channel kind of over here. Let's see. Well, it's kind of doing like that one right there. So, it's getting bought down over here. Kind of got bought up here, kind of like in this middle of a channel here, potentially moving upwards. So you got to watch and see. Again, if you look on the daily chart, it's kind of got this. If you draw this, let's see this right here, kind of has that ascending triangle kind of look to it, which is a bullish kind of sign. You can see price is trading in this channel here, and it's slowly grinding up. So got to watch and see what happens, right? So let's get into making the watch list for tomorrow. On Tuesday, got to see if there's any potential bullish plays or if they're bearish. You'll see, as of today, all of these ones that I had on the watch list, right, which are all the pot stocks and a couple gold stocks. If you look up over here, every single alert triggered. 100%, all the pot stocks moved. Guys, got to watch these alerts. Very, very, very important. Lots of good things happening with them. So again, lots of really good stuff, especially with these pot stocks. Got to keep an eye on them. Got to see if there's going to be any more movement up on them. You got to be careful, especially after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 green days. At some point, they're going to have to pull back. This is where it starts to get really kind of scary. But it could be still getting a pump. You can see back over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it pulls back. So it's getting kind of in that danger zone area. After some of them might have 2 or 3 green days, they might have another pump in them. But you got to be careful after, 5+ green days. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Some of them, they're kind of breaking out of the triangles. Got to be, careful. Again, they're getting pumped and then they get dumped. So watch for previous peaks and highs before they get dumped. It just makes me nervous to kind of put something after, that like with this one, Can, very well known pump and dump after, 1, 2, 3, 4, lots of green days. I'd be a little bit hesitant now. Again, not saying it can't go back up, but you'd want to kind of see it. Ideally, get a little bit of a pullback before it goes up, but it's still holding bullish on the day. So I might just keep Can on the one for the watches, because if Can's going to be running, a lot of the other ones are going to run. If Can dumps, the other ones are probably going to run as well. So you got to kind of keep an eye on it. So that one, since it's holding so strong, I might just keep Can on it for now, just to keep an eye on these pot stocks. Again, it might make a run up to $6 or so before it potentially dumps. Gotta watch ENC. Why is that not deleting? I meant to remove these. Here we go. All right, there we go. Remove symbols. Here we go. We'll put Can on there. And Can we will put, let's take a look. Remove the drawings. I'd put a look at, can't talk right now. I'd put something at least at $6 there, but if it breaks 6, it's really got some room to run. Let me take a look at the hourly. Kind of up in this, right there, that $7 range. So let me do this. Can at or above 572. So pot, so pump and dump. Pot stock still moving, very overextended. Could still pump with resistance at $6 and $7. All right. So again, these ones could have no rhyme or reason. It's got to dump, but at some point you guys got to see. Maybe it's got another day in it. I would be very hesitant holding this until it gets pulled back. And again, be careful of all these. Be careful of this for the pump and then the dump. But still moving, so it's good to just keep an eye on it. Let's take a look for potentially some new ones. Well, APHQF, pot stock again. Not a big fan of that doji sign. Not going to put it on. APRN. This one was kind of moving up today. Moved up, kind of pulled back. You can see it is closing above the 20. What is the resistance area there? Kind of 240-ish. All right, and it's starting to move above the moving average lines, kind of both flagging on the hourly. So this one might have another pump in it. You can see some resistance right at $3. I'd put 250. So this is Blue Apron. I would put an alert at or above, let's see, 204. So watch for continuation in channel with resistance around 250 and $3. So again, it's kind of towards this bottom of this channel on the daily, but price is over the moving average lines. Look up here, you can see resistance around 250 and $3. So Blue Apron. All right, let's take a look at some other ones here. I have to kind of move through this video. I was just going to do the watch list by itself today, but I'm trying to squeeze in the video ahead of time. Lots of stuff going on because many of you can laugh at me, but I'm going to wrestling tonight. Live wrestling event, so you can laugh at me all you want. I do like wrestling, so I'm trying to get this video for you guys done. I'm going to breeze through it along, so for those of you that think I talk too much, you might be happy because I'm going to kind of breeze through this one. For those of you that like me talking a lot, then I'm going to probably talk a little bit less, right? So yeah, going to go to wrestling, and hopefully it'll be fun and I enjoy it. So laugh all you want. Anyways, Kron here. All right, so that's 773. Let's put some resistance. I mean, definitely at 8. Let's go to the hourly. You can see some at 9, probably at 852, 859, right? Still, again, bit overextended, but it's riding the 9 EMA on the 1 hour. So let's put at or above 773. Watch for continuation with resistance at 850 and 9. I put this whole and half dollar amounts again. I say this a bunch. Many times it's whole and half or psychological support and resistance. Sometimes that's the best gauge. Again, there's going to be many of times just looking at something, there'll be resistance in whatever 825, 827, 26. You know, again, you can see some resistance right here at that 73 marker. So it's got to get above it. But then after that, you can see 8, kind of 850-ish range, 9, just kind of very typical support and resistance areas. But it's not only, you know, whole and half dollar amounts. There's lots of other ones in between. Like, for instance, you can see, what is this right here? There'll be resistance, you know, 66 or 67. That's going to be a resistance area on a stock like CVSI. And if it can get above that, then the next level, you know, anywhere upwards right around $1, right? But you can see there's a peak there, and, you know, around mid to upper 60s. Not putting CVSI on the watch list, but just to give you an example there. Derm, what is that? 8. Right around 9. Let's see. Take a look at the hourly. It's possible now that it's starting to get above the 200 SMA. So it might have some life to it. Might start to move. Let's take a look at the daily again. It's kind of tough to trade this one. You can see some support over here. Definitely there's a gap over here. You got some resistance right at, you know, that 20 EMA, which was right around $9. So let's put watch. Nope, not that. Come on. Caps lock. Watch for continuation with resistance around 20 EMA, $9. See if price can get above and work towards gap, right? Which is that gap area. Might take a long time. Who knows when or if it's going to do it, but there's a big gap at some point. It might want to make its way towards. All right, so not that one, EBIO. Here we go. This one is a pump and dumper, right? Lots of pumping and dumping. Look right here, it might be getting a pump. Might want to break above that. You can see that 165 area. If it can, let's see here. You know, some 185, $2. So it might be looking to go and kind of move to get another pump and dump, kind of a cup pattern, you know, kind of a cup, maybe a handle, sort of also a ascending kind of triangle-ish pattern as well that might be forming. If you kind of look here, kind of some higher lows. So if you kind of look, kind of zoom in, it's more of a cup, kind of a handle, but it is kind of a cup, or it's kind of got like an ascending higher lows, right? So kind of an ascending triangle pattern. Point being, it might be making a chance to pop up a little bit, or who knows what it might do. It's a pump and dump. Watch for potential breakouts with resistance around 180s and 2 could pump up higher. Known pumper. So it's a known pump and dump. This is a pump and dump stock. EBIO. Let's take a look at Edge. No. EMMBF. This is again on the marijuana stock. It's a marijuana stock hitting the 200 SMA. Again, you just got to be careful. Those marijuana stocks they're a crapshoot. They have they pump and then they dump, but you got to be so careful on getting them and holding them. You have to get more before it's starting to kind of pump up, rather than 4 or 5 green days where you just got to almost just wait for that pullback. So you want to be kind of safe. This one right here kind of got an ascending kind of triangular pattern. You can kind of see kind of the higher lows being formed. They overextended on the hourly and the daily, but you can see might be looking to do kind of an ascending ascending kind of triangle pattern here. You can see it might be looking to potentially break out. Really with no rhyme or reason. I don't see any news on it. But, again, it's a cheaper looking stock. It might get a pump, and then who the heck knows? I'd be careful. Let's see if it has a history of previous resistance. Yeah, it's overextended. Again, it has a history of pumping, right? Pumping, look at that. It pumps all the way up. Kind of pumps and dumps, right? Pump and dump. Let's see. Create alerts. Enter above. I'll put 35 cents. History of pumping. See if it. Let's see. Be careful of 0.50 resistance, and also $1 if it pumps. All right, so watch out for 50 cents and $1 FOLGF. All right, take a look at these other ones. FTD. Yeah, it's kind of holding. Yeah, it's holding its highs. It just went to potentially fill that gap. 650, or it hasn't quite filled it yet. Right there, 650 or 60. Let's take a look at the hourly. Right, 660. So that might have some room. It's kind of flagging on the hourly. That might go up to fill the gap. So 6. Watch if price goes to fill the gap in the 6.50s, or let's see, in the around 6 point. Put 60s because it's right up in here, that 650 to 660 is right around in that area. So watch for a potential gap fill. What is this? FTD. All right, so let's take a look at these other ones. Oh, that one might be going to move and break out. So that one as well to 17. Take a look at the hourly. Yeah, that might be looking to move and break out. Yeah, it's got some, who the heck knows? Looks like it's at all-time highs. Yep. So it also could create a double bottom. Gotta see. I mean, it is holding its highs, so who knows? Gotta wait and see if there's any news that comes out. So, at all-time highs may break out in no man's land, but could break out to 17 critical resistance. So FUSZ. Let's see here, FUSZ. Let's take a look here. I want to make sure that I'm putting them all in right. There we go. All right, let's take a look at some other ones here. GBLX, pot stock. That one's still really holding its highs, moving up. It is overextended. Couple green. I mean, these are gonna, man, it's so hard to put them on when they're getting this overextended. I'm just gonna leave CAN on there for right now because it's gonna probably pretty much kind of tell me when they're gonna pump and dump. So just keep an eye on really all of those pot stocks. Watch that video I made on, you'll see here, YouTube, bullish bears. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, you'll see one. I did a video the other day on just pot stocks, and then I just changed it into Canadian marijuana stocks and how to trade them. They're all pretty much pot stocks. Watch this video because it teaches you how to trade these pot stocks safely. We also do have a pot stocks playlist that you could read or kind of watch the videos that we have on there and how to trade them safely. But again, they will pump and then they will end up dumping. So it's just a matter of when. HMNY, you can see that's kind of pulling back right below that. Might be moving up, that 450 resistance level. Bit overextended, might be kind of breaking out of the descending triangle. Again, this one has a mind of its own, a history of pumping and dumping, but it might get a pump. Again, it might be kind of breaking out. So again, I'll just put it on there and see 421. Known pump and dump. See if it can get above 450 and make a potential run. HMNY. Again, you can't really trust any of these, these small cap companies. They pump and then they dump. So, again, doesn't mean not to trade them, but day trading them, if you can make 30, 40, 50 cents, obviously 10 or 15 cents is really good. But if some of these can pump up where you can make a little bit more than that, that's really good money, all right? A bit overextended. I got to hustle with this video here. I got to hurry up and shower. I've been lazy today. I've not showered yet. Woke up from a nap. I literally woke up from a nap like 5 minutes before making this video. So now I'm like all in a panic. I thought I was going to wake up sooner, but I didn't. So now I made it tighter for me to get this done for you guys. MDXG. What is this? An hour or on the hourly? Might have 760s. Let's see here. Might be trying to kind of support and resistance levels. So I'd say 760s up to around 850. So let's see. 741. Watch for resistance in 760s, also 8 and around 840s. All right. That's MDXG, MDXG. There you go. Let's see if there's any other ones here. I don't know if I like that chart. No. Might be looking to make a breakout. Might be looking to break out of that channel. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ooh, might be starting to set up. Maybe get above 307. If I could break it out above 307. Oops. Do this. It might be kind of forming a sort of like a triangle pattern there. If I can get above 305, I'd say might have a chance to break out from a downtrend. Let's see, 340s. Might be breaking out, starting to close above the moving average line. So what is this? TLGT. Let's see, at or above. Might be looking to break out of downtrend. Watch for resistance in 340s. TLGT. And let's see if any more of these here. TNDM. Very overextended. Man, very overextended, but it might look to... I mean, that setup's looking kind of nice. Just so overextended, though. I don't like that. Man, it's setting up like it could be nice, though. Kind of got that flat, kind of like that flat top kind of formation right over here. Intraday might be looking to make a break. It has pumped, kind of dumped back down. Nah, I'm not going to put on. It's a little overextended. TRTC, pot stock, pumper and dumper. Look at that thing. Man, no rhyme or reason. Well, there is a rhyme or reason. Obviously, the sector's getting pumped. This is one that's supposedly one of the legit ones, but I haven't done my research into them lately. So it's super overextended. So I don't know. It's a little bit overextended for me. I'd wait for more of a pullback, but who the heck knows? There could be no thing could just keep getting pumped, you know. So that's the watch list, guys. Made this one a little bit quicker for you. Again, come and join our day trading room, swing trading room. If you haven't already, great place to practice and learn. Open up a virtual account with a company like Thinkorswim Interactive Brokers and practice until you feel comfortable trading. Again, never trade with money until you're comfortable trading. We have thousands of dollars worth of free courses. Going to be adding in our candlestick courses soon. We're putting in our final touches on the first course. Then we're going to slowly start, or again, we already are dripping out the videos right now on our second course. So if you've been following along, just follow the videos in order, and you should see all of the reversal candlestick patterns that we've been now posting. As you can see kind of on our YouTube channel under videos, you'll see now like these ones, you know, are not reverse. Well, some of them are reversals, you know, potential with the Harami, the engulfing. We haven't gotten to the 3 patterns yet. Those will be launching pretty shortly with kind of putting the Haramis and the engulfings together into, you know, things like Evening Star, Morning Star, those types of patterns. So got to watch all these videos, right? All this content, guys. We're doing so much. We're giving so much back. Again, very simple. Just take a minute here, guys. If you haven't been to other trading companies before, not knocking them, just to tell you how we're different. Number one, many of them cost you thousands of dollars to get started just in courses alone, right? $1,000 for a day trading course, $1,000 for a swing trading course. Put them all together, get a $3,000 day trading, swing trading, and option course, right? There are companies out there that charge that for their courses, and again, they're worth it. You know, time is money, and you're going to pay, and you get what you pay for, right? Just because our courses are free, doesn't mean that they're crappy. It's just we're doing it different. Right now, we're putting them free. They're responding well. You guys are liking them, so we're just doing a different model. Someday, if something changes we want to charge, we could technically charge. Ideally, we don't want to, but as of right now, again, you're getting $3,000 worth of courses for free, right? Not a catch. It's just that's how we're doing it. We're building a bigger kind of community and following. We're all about giving back to people, and that kind of as you can see, you're not seeing us promoting naked women and us in front of jets and fancy cars and on fancy vacations. It's just Tim, Dan, and myself, and we're just, as you can see, just three average dudes trying to help, give back. If we ever start acting that way, feel free to throw hate and shade our way and beat on us, because we would deserve it. Again, not hating on people that do that, but we're not that way, right? So anyways, we have those thousands of dollars worth of courses, and we have a couple trade rooms. This is something I'm going to share with you guys. Again, not throwing hate anywhere else, but if you've been around the block and you've been in other trade rooms, which we have before, I would like to just point out more of the positives, let's say, on what we offer. Is we're in there teaching. We're calling out support and resistance nonstop, showing you support and resistance. We're not telling you when to get in and out, because that's just going to hurt you as a trader. That, me getting on the mic or Dan on the mic, which we may end up doing at some point, hint, hint. But in the meantime, when we're in a chat, if we tell you when we enter and exit a position and that's all we're teaching, that's not going to help you as a trader. There are many other trade rooms that literally they go in, tell you the stocks they're watching. They're saying, okay, this market's up or market's down. I'm watching ABC company, looking to get in. Okay, I'm in ABC company. And then their followers rush in, and then they say, okay, out ABC company. And then, okay, guys, I'm done for the day. Just made, $500, $1,000. Have a great day, everybody. And you're a newbie, and you're like, oh, what? I'm paying $150 or $200 for this? Like, how is that helping me, right? Well, most newbies don't know that, and then they kind of find the game, figure the game out a couple months later, and then they end up canceling, right? So a lot of those companies are just recycling through people all the time, new people. We're different, right? We're coming in there and saying every day, this is what we're watching. ABC companies hitting trade ideas. Here's support and resistance. BCD companies, coming across the screen right now on trade ideas. Here's support. Here's resistance. Watch for these areas. EFG company coming across. Here's support and resistance. We're doing that all literally for a couple hours every morning. You could be like, oh, that's boring. That's a lot of time. It's going back and forth. Well, what we're doing, if you're paying attention, and especially if you're new, for those that have been around the block, they see the value in that. But so for those of you that are new, that's trading. You want to see multiple, you want to basically pull up our chat room, right, and be in here, and you want to be watching that stuff and pulling up a chart side by side and be like, oh, okay. Lucian or Dan called out FUZ company. FUZ, he said, let's do a different one. FTD says, okay, price is moving up, resistance around 658. Then I might say intraday, okay, guys, there's some support here at 625 area. See if price can get above 635. If price gets above 635, you want to see if it can hold with resistance above at 650, right? That's the stuff you want to know. That's what you need to know. Oh, okay, I'm new. What does that mean? Oh, if price gets above 635, that's a support level. 650, psychological resistance. If it rejects at 650 and falls back down to 635, I need that 635 to hold that support. Below that, you might have some resistance down over or support over here in the 620s. That is trading. That's what you're not getting at most other trade rooms. Again, not throwing hate or shade over there, but don't underestimate the value. We're $10 a month now. I'm not promising we're ever going to stay that way completely. We ideally want to. We're doing really well with this. We're happy with the progress, but again, we're we're $10, not because we're just trying to be the cheapest or whatever. It's just, we're part of this. We're growing this movement. You guys are participating in it. It's going great. We're happy with it, but we're giving guys just really the farm away, and we hope you take advantage of it. Again, all these courses, thousands of dollars worth, our trade rooms, our alert services, lots of content. Take advantage of it, because again, as of right now, you can see all that content for $10 a month. We haven't even started yet. There's so much other stuff we're going to be potentially doing, and who knows, we might include it under the same price. Maybe we'll have a secondary membership price, but we're not trying to bait and switch and be like, hey, we're $10 a month, we're going to jack it up on you. We could easily market it like, get in now, lock in now. We might change our rates. Again, we may change our rates. That's not our intention, but we're just not all about those sleazy sales tactics. We are who we are. If you like us, great. If you don't, there's plenty other trading companies that would love to charge you a heck of a lot more, and they will, and teach you a heck of a lot less. That's just the nature of the beast in this industry. So I encourage you, if you're not a member yet, come and join us and come to work. Get ready to come to work. Don't get ready for a handout every day, because we're not giving handouts, because it's all about helping you to become a better trader. And the way to do that is teaching you every day what it's like to be a trader. And that's when you come in our trade room, you're going to see us just calling out support and resistance, support and resistance. That's the name of the game when trading. That's what I got for you. Heading off to wrestling. Got to take a shower. Happy trading tomorrow, peeps. Enjoy.